Hey guys, Sean, Leslie for Dummies, not YouTube for Dummies. Yeah. Sometimes we gaff, but I thought it was funny and I just left it in there and kind of played it up a little bit. Anyways, today I wanted to test my Valken SMG magazine. So, to use this magazine, you need an SMG magwell, which is this guy right here. It bolts right in. There's no cutting, drilling, modifying, anything. It bolts in. And you can use these Valken SMG magazines. They fit without modification. This is the first time using the SMG magazines. So let's have a closer look at them and then we'll see how it shoots. All right, here we go on the table. So first things to notice, it's short. It holds 8 rounds. And in this particular configuration, I made a post in the Facebook group. It kind of looks like a bodybuilder with little skinny legs, or somebody, you know, if you had broken your arm or your leg and it was in a cast. The proportions aren't right, I think, on this, you know, how I have my marker set up currently. But that's something that can be changed. What I want to know is how does it function. So, with the SMG magwell installed, you can, well, that's interesting. Huh, guys. Well, we're still gonna test it, I guess. Oh, maybe I'm just not hitting it hard enough. So now it's locked in there. It is brand new. I have not fired it yet. And even when you get a new M17 or CQ, if you read the manual, which most people don't, it says to cycle the magazine in and out a bunch of times to help break it in. Yes, so now it seems to be working just fine. So with the SMG magwell, you can release it down here, like that. You could also release it with the paddle here. So that is a very cool thing. I do like that. Downside to this magazine, besides it kind of looks corny on my particular build, is it holds 8 rounds. And if you remember from my previous videos, when you install this SMG mag, it turns your marker into a ball on deck. So do I have a, yeah, here we go. So this would be a standard kind of style of Valken magazine. So there's a ball actually waiting in this head here. So you have one ball in the chamber and then one ball that's ready to go in. A ball on deck does not have this feed head, obviously. So when the mag's inserted, you have a ball waiting to go in that's not in the magazine. It's waiting in this magwell itself, and then one in the chamber. So when you eject, you're losing 2 balls. So if you are only firing off one magazine, because this doesn't push the balls all the way up into the chamber breech, you're only getting 6 of the 8 shots. When you actually, if you ejected this mag after your first go around and put another mag in, there's 2 balls remaining in here. So you get 6 plus your 2 for a total of 8. But on your first mag, if you're only ever just shooting one mag, you're only ever gonna get 6 rounds. So it's kind of a downside to it. Things to note, the spring, it seems meh. It seems weak, but I haven't tested it. And I have a TIPX mag here that's loaded with HP 68s. it actually doesn't feel that much different. So, I mean, maybe it's not an issue. I think if you're maybe shooting full auto, spring tension of this magazine, or either of these magazines might be an issue. But these are pretty loose. Spring's pretty weak in that. And it's not really any different in this. So we're gonna find out together. Cool thing about this magazine that I like. So I'm gonna use HP 68 from Grimberg here. Is when you load them in, it has this, the release here has like a notch in it. So actually, you see how it holds the round in there? Like, it ain't coming out of there. So let's load up 8 rounds. So that's 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Malfunction. I think it was just binding in there. No. Doesn't want to take more than 3 now. Oh, wait, there's 4 in there. What is going on here? Whoops. 1. 2. 3. 4. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, guys. 5. 6. 7. And of course, I dropped the last one on the ground here. My gosh, guys, you think I'd come prepared. All right, there we go. So 7 in here. 8. Oops. I don't know, there's something weird going on here. Maybe it's like, well, they're in there. I don't know, we're just gonna roll with it because that's kind of how I do things. All right, 8. I swear 8 fit differently last time, but here we go, 8. Will it fire? So it should fire 6 and leave 2 in the magwell. Locked in good. Bottle is set to 875 PSI. I got a 8-inch Lapco 684 smooth bore in here. Wixon detent. Home Defense 24 silicone bumper. Oh yeah, and I got, oh yeah, don't forget these Wixon little pull tabs. And I actually had to use them the other day because I was doing some other stuff in here. And so far, honestly, it's been 0 fumbling at all. And if you knew the things that I go through when I'm making these videos, I change things a lot on the fly, and these make it a lot easier. So far so good. Let's go see if it cycles. Magwell is, or sorry, magazine. I'll just corner a couple. I'm not gonna even write the joules down. This is more of a functionality test. And we'll swap it out with, well, you know what, I'll probably do 2 mags of this to see if it'll fire them off. And then I'm gonna show you the TIPX mag installed, and you tell me in the comments which one you prefer. I know I already like the look of the TIPX mag, And part of the issue, I think, is this length behind the marker. So I'm really looking forward to some of these better regulators that are going to be coming out here shortly that are shorter. And well, I'll just leave it at that. Oh, better air the thing up. $316. $340. $338. That's good enough. So that was 3. So I should have 3 more. Of course. Of course. 5. 6. So it should be an air shot. And it was. Like I said, 2 remaining. So if I had the detent, there's actually an auxiliary detent that goes in this magwell. I do not use it. Those 2 rounds would stay locked up in here. And personally, I do not like that because unless you physically are checking, you don't know your marker's clear. That way, when I drop a mag without the detent in here, those 2 rounds fall out. And it's quite easy to, in this case, I have orange detents in there. It's quite easy to actually check. So let's put another mag through, and then we'll put a TI PAX mag on. All right, so we're gonna load 9.9s. I really test that spring out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Something keeps binding there. That's the same problem I had. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here's what's happening, guys. I'm unfamiliar with these mags, so this is all new to me. See there? It's binding up. So I just kind of pushed on my finger and then whoop, it went down. So I'm not sure. Did it again. I'm not sure what the reasoning is. Maybe it's just because it's sloppy in there. Any case, that is 9. $298. $292. $292. Full auto. That was on purpose, guys. Should be 2 left. Oh, 3 left. Means it either didn't hold the trigger down long enough, hence full auto, or that was an error in the marker, but whatever. So regardless of the fact the spring is, you know, loosey-goosey and the thing is hanging up, whatever the follower kind of hangs up on this slot here, it does feed the rounds semi-automatic at least. Okay, I know you guys want to see. You want to see that full? I want to see if it's going to do full auto. 8 more rounds. Still in full auto. Let's see if I hold it down longer. The only reason I'm doing this because I know this marker, this particular one is is not a modified regulator. This is a factory Valken regulator as it comes on your M17, but it is bypassed and orifice removed, but it gives minimal gains compared to drilling, but it also keeps your marker uber reliable. Okay, full auto. Tough to tell what it did. It fires those things off fast, guys, and let's see. So it clearly didn't fire all the balls. I don't know if I'm just getting nervous. And it could be after yesterday's fiasco with the VKS doing the rapid fire. You guys on that video, it doesn't do it justice. That BK round came back fast, and although it's probably still a lot slower than it left, it didn't look like I wanted something, any part of that, so I'll try again. I don't know how many's in here. That one sounded like I fired all. I really just squeezed it and prayed. Mag's empty, and now I still got 3 left in there. We're gonna leave the full auto. Honestly, I want to try it. Close quarters like this is just not, it's just not really conducive to full auto unless I had, you know, a better trap set up. So let's just put the TIPX mag in. And you guys tell me what you think. So this, the deformed bodybuilder. This one's got some HPs in it, but or this. I mean, this just looks more proportional. I mean, things can and will be changed. Let's fire this mag off. And it should be noted, this mag works exactly the same as this one. So this holds 12, but it only shoots 10. And that wasn't a full mag either, so. I may as well just finish this tank off. So we got 1,000 PSI left, which is barely enough to bang off a mag, but let's load up this TIPX with some rifles. Definitely no loading issue with these. That little snag that I'm having, I don't know, it's not really a deal breaker, but it's something to take into consideration, I like when things work out of the box. You know, there's no little niche thing you gotta do to kind of trick it into functioning properly. So some rye balls in there. I don't know, I put like 8, 6 in there. Oh, and I don't know if you guys can see, these fuzzies are driving me nuts. This Kevlar is pretty much done. This is like the last good side, so I did fold it over. I actually have a different type that I'm going to try. It's a 1680 ballistic nylon, and I'll be sure to do a video of it. It's a little heavier weight than that, and I have zero textile experience whatsoever. I know nothing about Kevlar or stopping projectiles, so I'm just gonna, it's gonna be by the seat of my pants, and hopefully you guys out there can fill me in if you know something more than I do, because I definitely don't know textiles. Oh geez, that was almost a window. You guys see that? Yeah. Window. And yeah, air is done. Mag's empty. But balls remaining. Yeah, we're like, I don't know, 700. All right, so that's my kind of review of the SMG magwell. It functions. It has a minor glitch where the follower kind of hangs up when you're loading it, but you can just press your fingernail in there. Does it suit this build? Probably not. Will I continue to use it? Definitely going to give it a shot. That's all for now, guys. Like, subscribe, and share.